A biting wind howls through the ancient city, carrying the scent of impending doom. Imhotep's face twists in unimaginable anguish as he watches Anksunamun's sacrifice. Anksunamun's screams echo through the night as her life is brutally extinguished. Horror escalates as Imhotep realizes he is next, destined for the Homdai. Bandages begin to wrap Imhotep, sealing him in a living tomb of eternal suffering. Beneath the blazing Egyptian sun, a fierce battle erupts as Rick O'Connell fights with unmatched intensity. The French foreign legionnaires find themselves overwhelmed by the relentless nomadic tribesmen. Rick's combat skills shine brilliantly amidst the chaos, a beacon of defiance against the encroaching desert. Despite his valiant efforts, the overwhelming tide of enemies begins to close in, threatening to engulf him. In a moment of stark defeat, Rick is captured, his struggle against the desert's fury brought to an abrupt halt. Inside the grim Cairo prison, Rick sits battered and silent, a prisoner of his own defiance. The French officer looms over Rick, his stern gaze a prelude to coercion. Evelyn and Jonathan storm into the interrogation room, their faces set with resolve. Evelyn declares, "We have a proposition." Bathed in the warm glow of Egyptian sunlight, Evelyn's eyes light up with fervor as she spreads the ancient map across the table. Rick and Jonathan lean in, their expressions a mix of intrigue and skepticism. "This is it. The map to Hamunaptra, the city of the dead," Evelyn declares, her voice echoing with excitement. Evelyn warns, "Legend says it's the resting place of Imhotep, a high priest cursed for eternity. Disturbing his rest brings a terrible curse," Evelyn adds, her tone turning ominous. Rick smirks. "Curses, huh? Sounds like a fun trip." Under the scorching Egyptian sun, a seemingly endless desert unfolds, its heat distorting the horizon. A small group, led by the cunning Beni Gabor, trudges wearily through the dunes, each step a battle against the oppressive heat. The trio struggles to keep pace, their faces etched with exhaustion as Benny's relentless pursuit of fortune strains their resolve. Heat rises from the sand, blurring the line between earth and sky as the relentless sun beats down. The oppressive heat and Benny's constant scheming create a palpable tension, threatening to fray the bonds between them. The motley group of fortune hunters advances, their determination tested by the relentless environment and the ever-present lure of riches. Beneath the relentless sun, Hamunaptra emerges, a titan swallowed by sands, its ruins whispering tales of forgotten grandeur. Crumbling structures claw at the sky, remnants of a civilization drowned by time and desert. Shovels bite into the golden dunes, each scoop a step closer to unveiling secrets best left undisturbed. The excavation begins, an invasion upon a silent kingdom, where every grain of sand guards ancient peril. Unaware, they awaken echoes of a forgotten curse, stirring shadows that slumbered for centuries. Hamunaptra stirs, its sandy shroud concealing dormant powers, ready to unleash vengeance upon the intruders. In the chamber of the dead, Evelyn stands resolute, her voice echoing through the towering columns as she reads from the Book of the Dead. The chilling wind sweeps through, extinguishing the torches. Sand swirls around the sarcophagus, foreshadowing a terrifying rebirth. From within the sarcophagus, Imhotep begins his horrifying regeneration, bandages slowly wrapping around his skeletal form. In the heart of Hamunaptra, Imhotep emerges as a figure of living dread, his presence igniting a wildfire of panic among the excavators. He moves deliberately, each step echoing with the weight of ancient curses, inexorably regaining strength with every stolen breath. The fortune hunters, once driven by greed, are reduced to prey, their courage dissolving into desperate flight. Gruesome ends await them, each death a macabre spectacle, defying explanation as Imhotep's power grows. Blasted by the desert winds, Rick, Evelyn, and Jonathan emerge from the cursed ruins of Hamunaptra. A monstrous sandstorm born of dark magic surges after them, threatening to engulf all. They leap into their vehicle, tires spinning wildly as they flee the approaching doom. Hamunaptra vanishes in a vortex of sand, the terrifying power of their discovery now chillingly clear. In the heart of Cairo, Evelyn remains unaware of the ancient terror closing in. Imhotep's eyes burn with fury, his dark silhouette a harbinger of plagues and chaos. Unbeknownst to her, Evelyn is the linchpin, her very essence the key to resurrecting Ankh-Senamun. The ancient evil descends upon Cairo, unleashing a torrent of terror and despair. Evelyn's fate hangs in the balance, her life intertwined with the resurrection of a forgotten queen. In the heart of the Cairo Museum, shadows dance with dust under a lone shaft of moonlight. Imhotep's gaze burns with ancient power as he faces Evelyn. With an arcane gesture, hieroglyphs ignite, and the museum transforms into a scene of ancient wonder. Rick and Jonathan burst through shattered doors, weapons raised, ready to confront the supernatural. Chaos erupts as statues of Anubis and Ra materialize, flanking Imhotep, the air crackling with raw energy. Cairo's vibrant streets turn chaotic as a frenzied chase ignites the night. From the ether, a dark cloud of locusts descends, casting a shadow of terror over the city. Screams pierce the air as panic consumes the crowded streets, faces contorted in fear. Civilians scatter in desperation, a desperate flight from the encroaching swarm. The swarm engulfs everything, a ravenous tide of destruction sweeping through the city. Despair settles over Cairo as the aftermath reveals a landscape of devastation and loss. Dust-laden sunlight carves through the darkness of Ankh-Senamun's chamber, illuminating the silence. Weary but resolved, the group advances, their footsteps disrupting the ancient stillness. Their eyes dart across hieroglyph-covered walls, a desperate search for a flicker of hope. The air thickens with anticipation as they seek a way to reverse the unleashed devastation. A faint golden glow reveals their prize, the Book of Amun, Ra, promise of salvation. In the heart of Hamunaptra's underground passages, Benny shuffles forward, a marionette guided by unseen strings. O'Connell, Evelyn, and Jonathan follow Benny deeper into the labyrinth, unaware of the ancient terror about to awaken. The shadows writhe, and from the darkness, a legion of undead warriors materializes, their eyes burning with malevolent green fire. Chaos erupts as O'Connell unleashes a hail of bullets, blasting chunks of decaying flesh from the advancing horde. Amidst the clash of steel and the groans of the undead, Evelyn clutches ancient texts, desperately searching for a weakness, while Jonathan cowers, paralyzed by fear. In the Chamber of Immortality, Evelyn reads from the Book of Amun-Ra, her brow furrowed with intense concentration. Ancient symbols glow, engulfing Imhotep in an otherworldly light that weakens him. Sensing his moment, Rick steps forward, his gaze locked onto the weakened Imhotep. The chamber erupts into a whirlwind of fists and ancient power as Rick and Imhotep clash. Fueled by unwavering determination, Rick delivers a final, decisive blow. As dusk paints the Egyptian desert in fiery hues, the survivors of Hamunaptra ride into the fading light, the weight of their ordeal etched onto their weary faces. Each silhouette against the vibrant sky carries the burden of battles fought and horrors witnessed, their eyes reflecting the haunting echoes of Imhotep's wrath. The desert wind whispers tales of ancient evils, carrying with it the chilling promise of resurging nightmares and untold dangers lurking beneath the sands. The setting sun casts long shadows, stretching across the sands like grasping fingers, as the trio seeks solace and escape, their hearts heavy with unspoken fears. In the fading light, the desert's beauty belies its ancient secrets, a silent testament to the eternal struggle between humanity and the forces of darkness.